Hello there, I'm Dr. Spencer, one of the top geneticists over at Jurassic Park. Let me be the first to welcome you to our crew here on Isla Nublar. On this island, there's a lot of information you'll need to know to make your employment a success. Whether you're posted at Ultrasaur Lagoon or handling things at the front counter of Thunder Falls. I get it, transitioning here can be a bit of a hassle. Life on Isla Nublar is quite different from the mainland. So let's take a look at the different type of assets that we have covered earlier in your training in order to help smooth out your experience while you're working with us here at Jurassic Park.
Interacting with herbivorous assets. These assets only feast in plant matter, making them fully safe to employees. When dealing with herbivorous assets, make sure to keep a watchful eye in the creatures. Don't make any sudden movements, and try not to frighten them. If you are not prone accidentally by an asset, remain still, and wait for another employee to assist you in getting up. Acting with non-lethal carnivorous assets. These assets feast primarily in small creatures, and with proper training are able to be safely contained by Jurassic Park employees. When dealing with nonlethal carnivorous assets, make sure to keep an eye in the asset at all times. Do not let it out of your sight. Do not approach the asset unless cleared by a Jurassic Park technician. If the asset relies on a herd, do not let yourself be surrounded. In the unlikely event of being overwhelmed by an asset, lie still and wait for help from other employees. Interacting with lethal carnivorous assets. These assets will feast on any creature smaller than themselves and should not be encountered by any employee at all costs. When dealing with carnivorous assets, make sure to keep out of the paddock. Under no circumstances are you able to get near the asset. Jurassic Park and therefore InGen are not responsible for any damages caused to employees by these creatures. Interacting with piscivorous assets. These assets primarily feast on fish, but will eat other creatures, if given the chance. Jurassic Park employees are advised to avoid close encounters with these assets. Depending on the asset, time spent in water will vary. Keep all extremities out of the water, while the feeding process is ongoing. Jurassic Park and therefore InGen are not responsible for any damages caused to workers by these creatures.
So you're confident that this new Paddock design can handle the assets?
Ultra high grade steel framing, extra spikes on the barbed wire, reinforced foundation. Hell, we even raised the fencing by 10 feet. Spared no expense.
And you've taken into account the raptor's bite force and their jumping abilities?
Everything's been considered. This fence is fully prepared for opening day. We even included sight holes so the guests can get the full dinosaur experience.
It's reassuring. No zoo has ever done this before. These creatures will truly test the limits of what's possible.
Hey, was this really a good idea?
Don't worry. Jurassic Park is in full control. We created these creatures. We can control them.
Good to know.